thought that was going to be a prediction. All right, let's take a look at these stats. 11-5 right now for PartinG. 5-0 versus Terran, coming off of 4-1 in his most recent 5 games. Did take a loss in that second to last one. It was a very important one, actually, against CJ. But, I mean, with this guy's record against Terran, I got to put my foot down and say, I'm feeling PartinG here.
Yep. It comes down to the numbers with this guy. He does it against Terran. He does it against Zerg as well. He is a guy who is super aggressive. He's super tempo-based. Look at him. He didn't even save. He was preparing so much for this. He didn't even save. He's ready for this match. I'm saying it right now.
All right, 18-13 is Flash. 5-6, and only 2-3 in his recent 5 matches. What are you feeling, Moonglade? This guy.
It's looking so hard for Flash. I mean, with those statistics alone, but I feel like Flash is as good as his last game, and he played so well against SOS, so I'm gunning for him.
All right, guys, it's time. I'm feeling the goosebumps again.
It's coming back, man. We had a bit of a lull here in between the first and second matches, but we're back. It's about to start, guys. Stay tuned.
All right, there's that light show of things over here on the KT Rolster side. They're bringing all these rainbow lights. They're looking ready here. The Flash fans are real. The hype is real. And guys, it's time for game number 2. Flash versus PartinG here at the SPL Grand Finals.
One fan just
Down here in the
that.
south.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the orange, the Protoss player, the guy I voted for, playing for SK Telecom. He is PartinG.
Thank you for that intro, Brennan. As always, now to the top right in red, the god of Starcraft, the icon of this game. It's PartinG. Or rather, it's Flash, excuse me. I looked right at PartinG's name at the bottom right when I said that. Oh, wow. Oopsie daisy, Wolf. Whoa.
Well, we know who you're going for, Wolf.
All right, 9-4. PartinG leads in Heart of the Swarm. Take a look at that. Consider also, you can see PartinG's results, actually, versus some of his stats there down there.
Yeah, versus Terran, all time he's 8-1, including playoffs. He had that one loss, and that's it.
And on merry-go-round, SKT is 11-5, KT 7-5. So 4 more games played, and they won all of them for SKT. One in that sense.
Yeah, and I mean, just looking at this map is also something very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, look at Flash's stats on this map. It starts to make a lot more sense. You know why they? I mean, it was pretty good. It's a good map for Terran, but it makes a lot of sense why he's chosen here. He's 5-1 on the map.
Yeah,
Yep.
And you don't normally see Protoss on this map for specific reasons, especially it is such an open map. The third base is so very open on this map. There is so much airspace on this map as well. So Protoss have such a hard time of defending the third and the main, and I mean from drops in general. So I really think we're going to see maybe a 2-base play from PartinG more than anything else.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I was going to say the same thing. I think this guy is going to go aggressive. He's done it against Flash before. He's actually done it. I believe the map that he took was on Star Station in the beginning when it was in the pool.
Yeah.
He actually, it's another hard map with the hard third base. He went for the attack while taking his third base, and Flash didn't know for the longest time. He played really good tempo play.
That could have even been Outboxer. I believe we did see Flash go down to PartinG on Outboxer.
We did see that, but the game that Brandon cites is from the very beginning, like I think even possibly the first or second week of Pro League. And I remember that it was on Star Station, and it was just really good control out of PartinG. You know, that's where the ceremony comes from. Is that really important game he won? That very well calculated late game where he dropped his storms, his positioning was everything. What do we got here? We got a little SCV scout coming over to block this. And where's that scouting probe headed?
That scouting probe. It's kind of hiding in the corner here.
He wants to avoid the Reaper, perhaps, but he could actually proxy as well.
He could proxy, or he could do the... Yeah, I definitely think avoiding the Reaper is very important on this map. You definitely almost see Reaper every time because of the map layout, the way it's so easy to get into the base and scout with the Reaper, as well as it being so important to go Reaper early because you want to get that scout down, because it most likely will be a 2-base sort of play.
All right, so double barracks follow up here. He's actually dropping that reactor down, so we'll be going 3 barracks pressure from here. Probe comes in, does see this, so very important to hide that probe from the Reaper, like we were saying earlier. Without that, he would not have been able to get into the base, would not have been able to get this really good information. He knows that exact timing where either a second Reaper is being made or the reactor is being made. He can go in there and get this scout off. Really well played here. Here comes that Reaper scout. He's going to scout the Nexus. In fact, he's already very well aware of it. And he's even going to wait here, and maybe, just maybe, he'll be able to get a scout on that Twilight Council that's going up now in the main base.
Yeah, he's certainly waiting for the timing. He's going to try and slip past the Stalker and get a view into the base.
Can he get it?
Oh, he can!
He sees it.
Oh, can he keep it alive? That would be even worse. No, I don't think so.
Well,
but really, really important scan here.
All right, Team Salmon, Blink or DTs?
Blink, I think.
I think so
Blink.
too.
I think it's going to be Blink. That's so PartinG, man. Like that show, That's So Raven. That's so PartinG.
Yeah, and you're seeing the future, man, like Raven does. All right.
Blink, Blink.
Yeah, Blink.
There it is.
I mean, it's kind of a given. This map is also so great for Blink. I mean, look at the way the low ground goes into the main. You can Blink up there and into the main so easily. You can harass the natural. That natural is so wide open. It leaves it so easy to be aggressive here. But with this 3 racks from Flash, he will be kind of suited to defend against it early on.
Yeah. Now, I think this is going to be the Blink Feign variation, where he gets Blink Stalkers out, pokes with them, scares Flash into making additional bunkers, getting very set up defensively at home, and takes the 3rd base. This build is a build that we've seen PartinG do so much in the past. This is a build that PartinG has actually shown time and time again in this matchup. Loves to do the Blink Feign. It's very similar, actually, to a build that he actually revolutionized when he was, you know, like back when he was playing in online cups, when he was PartinG FOU, okay? He was one of the first Pro players to take a fast triple against Terran, get that early 3rd base up and power up a ton of gateways and pressure with the gateways afterwards. This build kind of takes that idea and turns it on its head. It's to pressure, put on some fake pressure early, then get that 3rd base up, and then power up your tech. So it's a scare tactic, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's creating pressure as well as creating room for you to do your expansion. And I mean, judging by the fact that we see a Robo go down as well, we could very well see kind of PartinG go into that Blink Stalker Colossi build that he's been doing so much and had so much success with against Flash on Outboxer.
Yeah. All right, guys. Blink is done, and he's really not, you know, not in any position to do a hyper-aggressive attack here. He's making a Warp Prism, though, and that's going to really throw Flash off here. There's that support bay. If Flash decides, okay, you're not attacking me, drops those bunkers down to salvage material and sends his units across the map, that Warp Prism's going to be there ready for the backstab. That's why he's going to make this depot over here, because he knows.
Yep. Flash thinking ahead. Very, very nice to see that out of Flash. And he knows that the timing for Blink is kind of past. Like, it's not there anymore. We're going to see these 2 bunkers are still here, but PartinG's just going to poke at the front, see what Flash is doing, see that Flash is being super defensive. Flash even making a missile turret.
Yeah, just because he doesn't know for sure. Blow Blink has been shown. He's like, are you Blink or DTs? Now he knows. Not going to cancel that turret, though, because it's still going to be useful later against observers and possible DT run-bys later. Now this Nexus will be denied. Beautiful timing. This is no coincidence. Those 4 Marines coming at that moment. He knows that's the moment he's going to go. He's even going to try to get a scout off here. No, he goes right for the mineral line.
Wow.
Forces a Nexus cannon, that's huge, and gets several probes here. Even the Stalker's trapping those probes for a second.
I was so curious what he was got planned for these 4 Marines, but it makes so much sense. When that Blink Stalker kind of aggression goes into the map, he sneaks 4 Marines in, stims and focuses down as many probes as he can. And not to mention, he also got a bonus scouting off on the robotics bay. He knows exactly what he's going to be up against, and he probably expected it as well.
Yeah, most likely. So 3rd base is coming up here for Flash. Very greedy. Actually takes that to the 3rd base location. If these Stalkers only knew, they could easily pick off that SCV and delay it. Gonna pick off a Marine here, it looks like, and blink out. Doesn't scout the 3rd base. Does drop down his own 3rd Nexus. He's got 1 Colossus out. The 2nd one's on the way. Range is about a 1/3 of the way done right now. Just a little bit more than that. Maybe like 2/5.
And I mean, looking at this army that Flash has right now, if he micros it well enough, he could very well take down this one Colossi and take down the third base, which we kind of saw him do against SOS on Outboxer. Same kind of aggression that could very well follow up into a huge lead.
Seeing Flash just kind of chill at the watchtower for now. Seems like he has moved his army in position to do some kind of aggression, but he's not doing it just yet. We've seen Flash have insane timings this entire game with the Marines, even the one at the third base to kill the probe later on. I think he knows what he's doing with this one.
I think you're right, man. This is very, very tense here. Marauder count sitting at a very healthy 13 here. And that's the damage you need if you want to take a hard engage right against that army at the Nexus.
Yeah, absolutely right, especially against so many Blink Stalkers and Colossi. Not many Zealots in this lineup, in this army so far.
Yeah, he doesn't have charge yet, so he's going to skip it on those for now. Bunch of gates being added here. PartinG wants to be aggressive. And he's actually moving across the map with this too.
Yeah, this could be very interesting. We have Factory already out in the map. Is definitely going to help out with kind of scouting and sort of messing with these Stalkers' AI a little bit.
Yeah, definitely going to tank a few shots.
And we see 2 reactor starports pumping out Vikings now, just in the perfect amount of time. If he can sort of hold off for like a few more seconds, he'll have enough Vikings out to kind of combat this army.
All right, great splits here by Flash. He's ready. Takes out that Observer. Got a bit too close to the turret like I was talking about earlier. Second Observer needs to keep alive here. He needs that detection. He needs that extra vision.
PartinG's so well known for his army control, his force fields as well. Let's see if it comes into fruition in this fight.
Armor's done. He blinks in, picks off a Viking, and this triggers Flash to engage. Beautiful force fields. The Vikings getting some great shots out with those claws.
Oh my God!
Prism. And that's a lot of Marauder fire, like you mentioned before, Moonglade. There's not a lot of Zealots in this mix. This army by Flash is well designed to crush PartinG's army.
He knew exactly what PartinG was going to do, made their perfect composition, has the right amount of economy, the right infrastructure to make enough anti-air. He's got enough Vikings on the map, and he's in such a good position right now.
Whoa. PartinG's so good with his army, able to pick off 4 Marines in the front and then blink away with the Stalkers. This guy is incredible.
Those force fields as well, barely any overlap, very tight there.
Yeah.
Obviously a few Terran units stream through, but that's what he wants. He wants them to stream through clumps so that Colossi can do more damage, but the splitting was so good, it was almost like the force fields could be ignored.
I mean, look at the supply now as well. I feel like Flash is on the cusp of taking this victory. One good engagement, one great engagement, getting rid of these Colossi with the amount of Vikings he have should be very easy considering how little Stalkers he has at the moment too. I mean, we have a lot of Zealots on the map, which can cause a problem considering how many Marauders we have. Oh, STV.
Okay, it's a 3 ghost lazy boy push. Looks like he's only got 2 ghosts this time, but he's coming. Concussive Shells is actually going to line up with this as well for that extra slowing power with this many Marauders. You can bet it's going to be pretty important here. Now, these EMPs, he's only going to have a few of them. He needs to make sure they land perfectly, and he's got to get his SCVs in position. Stalkers scout this out, and now he just needs to be very cautious in his defense. He needs to make sure his Colossi are split.
I actually think he's sacking the third base at this point. Look at where the army is. It's sitting in the natural. He doesn't want to fight this. He's going to try and pick off what he can with Stalkers, but this third is gone.
That third is absolutely gone, Moonblade. Another blink here to dodge some of those Punisher grenades. They'll lose this Nexus here. But Mara's now coming up, setting up here. He's got that Mothership Core, drops a Time Warp right before he goes down. Flash decides to engage anyways. Force fields draw him out here, and those Vikings are not sitting still. Doesn't matter if the Proles has to turn back. The Vikings are chasing.
And not enough AoE here. The Colossi all go down. A ton of Zealots in the back, but look at that huge bio ball. Is it enough, though?
It's very, very low. Vikings landing here, maybe enough to clinch it for Flash. It's starting to look that way. Every single Terran unit is in the red. Some of these units down to 5 hit points. But he drops some news. He kills the probes. And it looks like Flash is going to take the second win here for KT Roaster.
Flash gets his revenge. Exactly what he's been training for. I knew he wanted it so badly, and he's got it. Dropping the mules. I love it. Even more. Flash, I hope he has a ceremony planned.
I hope so, man. It looks like he had a bit of a smile on his face.
GG!
GG!
Flash takes game number 2. KT, it's 2-0 right now. Way ahead of SKT. Huge cheers from the crowd right now for this guy.
Oh my God, guys.
What do we got here? It's an SK ball.
Oh, it's an SK ball with PartinG's face on it.
Oh my God.
And he kicks it into the crowd.
Wow, what a kick.
Whoa, he had a ball specially made with PartinG's name on it just to kick into the crowd. Sick ceremony. And what a lucky fan with his girlfriend, man. I'm gonna treasure that forever. Put it on your mantle. Tell your kids about the story when he was there. When Flash beat PartinG.
We were all here, guys. Everybody watched this game. What an incredible game. That SKT ball had every name of every player on the team on it, and he punted it away. KT is in such a prime position right now, 2-0. They're telling SKT to get off their island. They want this win so badly.
That they do, man. It's almost like it belongs to KT right now. But going into game number 3 now, Rain versus Zest. Rain's the Archangel Pros. He's known for the best macro play. And to be honest, I feel like Zest PvP hasn't really been up to snuff recently. A bit surprising they fight each other on King Sejong and not Frost. I was expecting them there.
Very funny. Getting another look at the ball.
By the way, it doesn't just have PartinG's name on it. It has all of the SK players' names on it.
I'm so happy he did a ceremony. And yeah, looking at next match in general, I mean, King Sejong Station, great for Rain, especially. He loves to go late game, he loves to take 3 base, play a very safe game, and this is the map to do it on.
Ooh, giving the thumbs down. Sick win, great timing attack, very strong mid game, and very good read on PartinG's build. Didn't overreact to the Blink Stalkers, played safe, did the bare minimum for what he needed to do to survive, and then pulled on that macro. And look at that flash head. Bobble it, fan, bobble it. The hype here is actually something like I cannot believe. And his mother here crying, she's so happy. So happy for her son's victory. What an amazing win it was. Passionate parents here, passionate esports fan, giving a wave to the crowd. Big shout out to them.
Wow, so passionate. It's so great to see their parents so emotionally invested in this.
This guy is the icon for the game. This is the Michael Jordan of Starcraft. He always has been and he always will be. The Generation Flash girls are here as well.
Oh, wow.
Very happy with his win here.
Man, to have those kind of fans, it's something else.
They are from another generation. They're from the StarCraft 1 generation, and now watching this guy rise to power, his rise to success. He's in Code S right now. He finally made it. He got first place in his group, beating Hush there in that TVP. Just taking out Protoss left to right now.
Let's just hope he stays on that track. You know, let's hope Flash gets to that form he was in Brood War, where he's sitting at his throne at the top of the food chain. I'm really looking forward to next year.
Korean casters just saying, like, this is pretty nuts. KT has a 2-0 lead over the people that most people were saying were the favorites here. So people saying that PartinG's definitely favored. A lot of people saying Sulky was going to win as well. And just looking at this and looking at these two lineups, SKT has been favored by most people, most journalists, most broadcasters, most fans I've spoken to, as well as other teams' coaches. But KT, man, they've got that momentum now. It's very hard to stop.